Spock, nobody knows the rules better than you, but there has got to be an exception.
None. Such action violates the Prime Directive.
Shut up, Spock. We're trying to save you, damn it.
Doctor, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Spock, we're talking about your life! Spock! Try to get him back online.
90 seconds to detonations.
Spock were here and I were there. What would he do?
He'd let you die.
Spock has a hot time in Star Trek Into Darkness, a sequel to the popular 2009 reboot of the series. But how does the new movie hold up against its big screen predecessors? Matt Singer is a film critic for IndieWire.com and a self-proclaimed Trekkie. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, good morning. Live long and prosper to both of you.
There we go.
Good morning.
So how does the new film stack up?
I think it's a pretty good action film and a so-so Star Trek movie. When I think of Star Trek, I think of Captain Kirk and that line, you know, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Not a lot of boldly going anywhere in this movie. A lot of boldly blowing things up in ways that no movie has blown things up before. And that's fun. You know, J.J. Abrams is a great director. It's a good time, but, you know, it's not the smartest Star Trek movie I've ever seen.
So well, this is the second in this sort of new series, and this is the third series now of Star Trek films. How does this one, do you think, stack up against the first two?
Well, it certainly has a much bigger budget and much more impressive special effects. I mean, you can see some of it there. It looks really, really good. They've certainly amped that up. The original Star Trek movie, Star Trek the Motion Picture from 1979, was actually a pretty big budget movie, but it wasn't that big of a hit, so they scaled down after that. Nothing about this one is scaled down. It is big.
You mentioned smarts, so if this wasn't the smartest, what was the smartest Star Trek movie?
Boy, there's a lot of good ones out there. I mean, I've always been a fan of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. I mean, there's a lovely range in there of all different kinds of movies as well. Some are submarine adventures, some are time travel movies, they're fun. You know, there's a great range, not just action, which is what this one kind of is.
So, I mean, how do you rate your cast then? I mean, do you have a favorite Star Trek captain here?
Favorite captain would definitely be Kirk. I mean,
the first one or the new one?
The original Kirk, William Shatner. The sideburns alone, I think, give him some excellent points. But yeah, the original cast, and by the time they were making their movies, the original cast, they had been together for so long, through so many shows and cartoon series and conventions with the nerds like me, that they really had built up this great rapport that really came across in the movies. When they have to do the scenes, they sort of recreate some of those iconic moments in the new movie. And it almost feels like the Star Trek version of a Beatles cover band. Like they're playing all the notes. They know Sgt. Pepper, but the soul is not quite there.
All right, best villain?
Well, best villain, I mean, again, it's got to be Khan, right? Ricardo Montalban, the classic. He's so good in that movie, you almost forget that he's wearing this ridiculous getup where his whole naked chest is exposed. There it is right there. The entire movie, he's showing off this gigantic chest.
My.
I mean, even despite that, he's great.
I'll leave it there with the naked chest. Thanks, Matt.
Matt Singer, thanks so much.